The Spice of Life is the brilliantly titled second segment of the 11th episode of the first season of the Book of Pooh, and this is all about trying something new. The bees are waiting for their vacation, so they're not producing honey, and Pooh Bear has no honey to eat. And Tigger, Rabbit, and Piglet try and encourage him to eat other things, foods that they like. Rabbit wanted something very healthy. Tigger had a rather delicious sounding sweet sandwich, but Pooh Bear said he'll wait for the honey. And obviously Pooh Bears have to eat, so they decide to try and trick him into eating something. And what actually happens is Pooh Bear trying something new. I won't say exactly how it happens. It was quite a surprising way that it happened. But he tries something new and realizes that, actually, it's not so bad. I think this is a great lesson for everybody of any age, but particularly for young children who are faced with new things every single day, and that includes new food as children grow up and reach various milestones. They're able to introduce new foods into their palate, and they can often be quite scary. But if Pooh Bear is willing to give it a go and shows that he actually quite likes it, I think that might help to encourage some children to try new foods. There are some pretty good things in this episode that I loved as well. The headbands with the rabbit ears when they're being dust bunnies, adorable. And the fact that they pointed out, I think it was Piglet, pointed out that Pooh Bear misspells honey. He spells it as Hunny. And I have to be honest, for quite a while as a child, I thought that's how honey was spelt because it was my only point of reference for how to spell honey. And I don't know when I first saw the word properly written down, but yeah, it's the only thing I don't like about Winnie-the-Pooh is the misspelling of words, because it's not so bad obviously with TV shows, but in the books seeing them misspelled is not a great way to teach children how to spell words. It's the only thing I've ever had an issue with Pooh Bear. I think the only thing. But I like the fact that in this they actually pointed out that it's incorrectly spelled. Piglet's singing voice, I didn't love. There's nothing wrong with the quality of the singing, of course, but it just didn't sound like what I feel Piglet should sound like. And I've never noticed this with the Book of Pooh before, so I'm not sure why it stood out to me in this particular episode. But it was just a point of observation, but it didn't affect my enjoyment of the episode. I love the message. I love the fact that it's saying you'll never know unless you try it, and I think that that's something we can all do well to remember. There are so many foods that I haven't tried, and I feel like I wouldn't like them. But how could I possibly know that? And it makes me want to go and try foods. But obviously the problem with that is food waste, because I don't have anybody else to give the food to at the moment. But that's a completely irrelevant point for this episode. Really enjoyed it. Great message. Loved the point about the honey and the little rabbit ear headbands. Definitely a credit to the series.